someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got a minute.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up, long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado, bye.
This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day,
tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bears and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
Now Richardson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Richardson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's a
big pressure coming, and they got him once again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes Pettis on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year is Khalil Herbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Deontay Foreman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Out of the gun, Fields. He may go. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end. That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year. Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Richardson. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Touchdown, Bears! A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Richardson to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Richardson working from the gun. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Richardson looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt.
Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
On the return is Pettis. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Again, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going to look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to...
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A lot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a first down throw, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one. These 2 coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On first down, Ryan. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Chicago.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Carlson. Touchdown! Stephen Carlson from 13 yards out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This pass reeled in by Hull. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's Jones on the return. A solid stiff arm. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That'll be caught by Foreman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Dante Pettis, 34 yards. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. Oh, some strong running. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run it on first with Foreman. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now it's Ryan. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Foreman takes it, headed right.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
D'Onta Foreman
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return. Preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
On the return is Jones. Escapes the defender. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Bajan. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here's Bajan.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Bajan.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyson Bagent, 24 yards. And the Bears add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The offense on third down tonight, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Minshew. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack there by Rasheed Green. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears now ready to take over again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from
touchdown Bears. Steven Carlson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears just continue to roll. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario where what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And taken at the 46. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been
Total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 75 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Bajan. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
3rd and 2.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Minshew, 1st and 10. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. First order of biz, no snitch.
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking when know they voters is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, we listen, won't seal my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of vigor make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going to proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring the war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight. Rooster sounds, the Bronze Age forever. This a
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bills and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, the third and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On the return is Pettis. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit.
And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, 29 yards. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's a 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be caught by Hardy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. On the give, this is Harris. Shoves it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, a 23-yard run. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Through one quarter, 14-7. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge for Chicago. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Forced out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it.
And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap, Fields. trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here comes Pettis on the return. And now off to the races, down the right side. Oh, nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incomplete.
Hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. But we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen again. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's Fields now on second down. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This time they stay on the ground. And running with power here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after it looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. A sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. We're good. Go.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 64 yards. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. There's the stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Off play action. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the draw, it's Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He stiff arms him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills going to take over again on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Fields. And pass complete to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
On play action, Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards on the play. And the Bills 1st down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We get a peek here at this past draft class for them, and you know the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Oh, he fakes the spike.
And that'll be caught.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
63, Bill 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They run again with Foreman. Room here to run.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Third down, here's Foreman.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Ryan. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Bears add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Bills.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. On the return is Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run it on first with Foreman. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now Ryan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. 3rd and 12. On the delay, here's Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Here's Jones on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bears take over. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, Parker, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's had multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Jones on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. A run by Foreman to start the drive. To the 43, 2nd down. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, these little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like the cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your life.
Build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kill it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity.
Easily see how many. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
With your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Time for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in
the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for.
I ain't got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy.
You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
You give me peace of my mind, and you can piece of the vibe, that you can see in design, and never feeling the